execute. Starting on your own 20.
Washington ready to try again on offense. Throwing to start the drive. Herman. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. And the Washington offense going back to work. Throwing to start the drive. Herman being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herman, flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun. Herman on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Operating from the gun. Herman. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Micah Parsons. What a season he continued. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Throwing to start the drive. Herman flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herman dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because
the Washington offense set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but
and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herman rolling to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend it. comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Throwing on first down. Herman steps away to his left. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll buy some time right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Looking to throw. Herman, flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week. And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. The Commanders' offense set to take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman forced out to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herman escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Herman buying time to his left. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Back to throw. Herman flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On first down, Herman being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest. Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down.
numbing me to ever. But she won't rush me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling but off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net is what you post on it don't mean you real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel good. All it takes for you take paper now you feel good. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel good. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel good. I don't feel make me feel good. I don't feel good. Make me feel good. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past the way your mountains. As kids they with my granny daddy went to jail. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn what happened. Outcome match my actions. Talk then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to speak your what you practice. Actually I can't fathom.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Commanders and the Browns on Thursday night.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are.
So here are the Commanders making their way out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
On 1st and 10, Herman. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine. Perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Operating from the gun, Herman. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Looking to throw, Herman. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. Back to throw. Herman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herman out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds you want. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down. Steps away. And a quick throw here, that's complete. he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Herman on the move to his left. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herman. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You look at this Browns defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because, guess what?
After 1, 7-3 the score on Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Rolling to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down. Herman. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Herman.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those, but 3rd down coming up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herman. He's got his tight end Fant, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Herman. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herman toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington.
They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On 1st and 10, Herman. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Herman. This is Fant on the short completion. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herman. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Looking to throw. Herman. Quick hitter here is complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herman. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herman.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Isaiah Hodgins.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And you think he... Throwing to start the drive. Herman. This is Fant on the short completion.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Herman out to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that 2nd catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Sliding out of the pocket. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Steps away. This is Fant on the short completion. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
And the Washington offense heading out.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. Herman flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Looking to throw. Herman dancing to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the byline.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
On 1st down, Herman steps away to his left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. Herman. They'll roll him out right. Past the 20. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Things started a little slow for him as a runner, but he has really found a different gear here in this 2nd half. He's been more aggressive, challenging the defense when he sees an opportunity, and now he has a 100-yard game to show for it.
They'll run with Robinson.
Oh, a good move at the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Looking to throw. Herman forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it's certainly a plot.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't...
There you go. That boy get don't send him the car, he finna get blessed. Yeah. Run it back, 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 run it back. Love everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from me. Fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Should you watch how I react? Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Fight back. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The fight man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 run it, ooh, run it back, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Battles, now take a photograph. Run it back, nigga, to the ground. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back with another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the bucket dash. Run it back, face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, what you back? You think I wanna cream it like a black?
Yeah. Back in my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. I'm in the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a rip. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change them quick, they sign up. Tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you does like a wide out. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro. Groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't getting money, been frank in the friend zone. Got. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm watching. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I moved to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz for these niggas on chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, many so can't stand.
Bling, bling, bling. This man. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It's a cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques, like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions. Got the inside my bag and all my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Commanders and the Niners on Sunday Night Primetime.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete.
He's on his way.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's off.
Here we go, shot.
Throwing to start the drive.
Herman slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Herman slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the...
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was able to connect with...
Come on, set.
Throwing to start the drive.
Herman slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown. 1 play.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman buying time to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Their mobile quarterback, 28 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play.
He has the 4 touchdown passes, and last drive he ran one in for good measure. He's done it all in this one. See what he has in store here. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Herman.
Open man, here's Benson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards.
And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Throwing to start the drive. Herman being chased out left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Back to throw. Herman on the move to his left. And he's got room down the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. How about that? Their quarterback, 46 yards.
And the Commanders had 6 to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller.
He, remember, had that long dynamic touchdown run the last time they had the ball. We'll see what he can do.
On the set.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman escaping the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. A very solid gain of 27.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing on 1st down. Herman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Herman flushed out right. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Back to throw. Herman, he'll buy some time right. goes into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Commanders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman dancing to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Looking to throw. Herman eluding the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Back to throw. Herman rolling to his left.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Commanders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Terry McLaurin,
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders just continue to roll.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
Ready, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Herman slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown.
Terry McLaurin,
62 yards.
and the Commanders are pouring it on. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before the Washington offense set to take over.
On first down, Herman out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
Yeah, they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Steps away.
Through the middle of the field.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Herman steps away to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense.
Okay, break. Let's go, baby.
And they take a knee.
So no shortage of offense in this game. A very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, or both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around.
Nice W today, man.
Hey, can we get that music turned up?